It is Tony. How are you? It is, what day? Oh, Friday Eve. How exciting. Yay, I'm ready for the weekend. How about you? Okay, so hi everybody. Again, my name is Tony, and see, I'm wearing my KetoCon shirt, Tony Talks Keto. I ran across it in the closet and said, I'm gonna wear that today. So, again, you know, I'm running the door from work and I'm stripping off the work clothes and getting on the comfy clothes, and I just love these shirts. They have the 3/4 sleeves. I like the 3/4 sleeves. Anyways, I love the shirts. I'm gonna have some more. Need to make some more. Okay, anyways, we are going to finally do the beer battered shrimp, or fish and chips. Okay, we're gonna have jicama fries, and we're gonna have, this is actually speckled trout. So we're gonna use this to make some beer batter, so to speak, fish and chips. We are not using beer. You can use like Michelob Ultra or the Corona Premier or one of the low carb beers. You can do that, or you can use seltzer. So because I don't have any beer at home, but I do have some seltzer, we're going with seltzer. Okay, so I'm gonna get all the ingredients together and we will come back and talk about what we need to make this recipe. But I want to say this is not my recipe. Okay, not my recipe. I got it off of lchf-rd.com. So low carb high fat-rd.com. She's the low carb high fat dietitian is kind of what her blog page references. And she had a really good recipe on here that I really thought would be the most convenient for us to make, and I have all the ingredients for it, so that's the one. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'll grab all the goodies. The only thing that's not like one of the things that might be just in your pantry or cabinet all the time, which it is in mine, is the unflavored whey protein isolate powder. I do have that in my pantry and I keep it all the time. Everything else, it says gar gum or xanthan gum. I have xanthan gum, so that's what we're gonna use. And then we'll use some eggs and some seltzer water, and then the only other thing is baking powder, baking soda, and salt. So I'm gonna go run around the kitchen and grab all the things, and we'll get together and make some fish. Tablespoons of unflavored, this is the kind I used. This is whey protein isolate. And this one, I don't know who makes this. I don't know. It's a mystery. Who makes this? Pure Naked Protein. Okay. So then I'm just using the regular. I have my xanthan gum. I keep it in this. Just keeps it dry. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon. Wow. For me, that's a lot of xanthan gum. So we're just getting all our dry ingredients mixed in together here. So that's 1 teaspoon of xanthan gum, 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. Here, let me let you just see. I'm eyeballing this teaspoon, guys. Okay, then we're gonna use 1.5 of the baking powder. I don't like this baking powder, it always looks clumpy. Time to upgrade. This is a tablespoon, this is a 1/2 teaspoon. So here's our 1/2. We'll make sure we break that up real good. And here's our 1. Big lump in there. Okay. And then we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, which I have right here. Okay. So then we have our 3 large pasture-raised eggs, and we're gonna beat those up here in a minute. We're gonna whisk together all of these dry ingredients. This is kind of quick. And then I have my seltzer water. It's unflavored, just regular seltzer water. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this down a tad. All right, let's get these dry ingredients whisked together, make sure they're all combined really well. This is pretty quick. So I have my fish here on paper towels, and you want to make sure it's super dry. So, you know, thaw it out, pat it with paper towels, and then just leave it on the paper towel to dry. You want your fish really dry so it can stick to all this. So like, we're not doing the breading station kind of situation here because we're making a wet batter. So we're gonna put the eggs into the eggs and the seltzer. We're gonna use 3 tablespoons of either a low carb beer. Like I said, you can use Michelob Ultra, or you can use, there's that new Premier Corona. There's any low carb beer you can use, but I'm gonna use the seltzer water today. So I'm gonna break our yolks, mix up our eggs, and then I'll be back after I have this. Then you're just gonna mix it all together. So I'll be back with the 3 eggs and the 3 tablespoons of seltzer. Get that all in the bowl, we'll get it mixed up, and we'll start getting ready to start frying some fish over there because our oil is coming to temperature. So I'll see you by the stove in a few. Hey guys, okay, here's our batter. See the bubbles? That's the seltzer water. That's the whole part of beer batter that makes it beer batter, is the bubbles. So I'm letting this come back to temperature. It was smoking a little bit, so I turned it down. And I did add a little more coconut oil in there, so we're gonna let that heat up for just a couple of seconds. And then we're gonna start frying our fish. I did do a jicama fry in there, and it was really dark on the outside and not done on the inside, so I don't think frying in the skillet is gonna work. I do cheat while we're waiting. I do buy my jicama in sticks like this, but then I cut this down the middle to make it thinner because they took a really long time to cook. But like peeling a jicama and cutting it and slicing it and all the things, it is too much work. I mean, if you can do it if you want to. I just don't have the patience, so I just buy them already like this in sticks for a couple bucks in the produce section. If I can find them on Woohoo, I'll pick them up for sure then. But see how thick these are? I'm gonna actually cut those, some of them in 4, you know, to make real thin, like a shoestring fry. And I have this like just a little over medium, and I cannot find my high temp thermometer, and I'm not sure what I did with it, because I keep all that stuff right here. I have my regular thermometer, but it doesn't, it's not made, it's made for 220 degrees, not for like frying oil. I have 2 of those low temp thermometers, and I don't have a high temp. I have one somewhere. Yeah. When I find it, it'll have a new home that'll be in forever for the rest of its entire usage life. So let me just use one of these little, yep. See, let me get that frying action. Check it out. You know we're there. Okay, here we go. Are you excited as I am? Because, you know, I always love a new recipe challenge. Let me get this fish out of here. We don't want to knock all the batter off, but we don't want it all everywhere. And now you're always going to put these in away from you. Ugh, I shouldn't have splashed, but you always want to try to go away from yourself with the batter. Just pro tip, if you want to come this way, you might splash. So we're going to let this fry up. I'm just going to do it a piece at a time, so I can't wait. It's not really floating, but it's, I think, enough. Let's see. Let me push it a little bit. Yeah, it's not stuck to the bottom. Ooh, you know those little Crispies when you used to eat at Long John Silver's that they always would have in the box? Like, I would want to just order an order of the little extra Crispies that would come off. I think that's a delicious part. Maybe we'll make some extra Crispies. Keto Crispies. I can't wait for Sid to taste this. I don't eat fish, guys. I cook it, but I don't eat it. So, oh my gosh, I'm excited. We're just gonna do one here on camera, and then I'll cook up the rest. When you just start seeing it get a little bit golden, you get ready to flip it over. This is beautiful. That's a very nice looking batter. I'm like really impressed. Not that I doubted it, just, you know, you're seeing the first try ever right here. You guys too far from the pan, but I think if I get you closer, you might get some of the little bit of smoke action here. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip this little guy over. We might go back on that other side. Some of that batter is kind of oozing out the extra. So we're just gonna flip this over here. We might flip it back over on the other side, but we don't want to get them too dark. but that fish is cooking inside, so it's gonna need a little bit of time. So look how beautiful that is. So I have gotten me a paper plate with some napkins or some paper towels so I can set it on so it can, let's see if we flip over our Crispies. Might make funnel cakes with this. Would that be good? Let's see if we have leftovers. We might do that. Make us some funnel cakes? Like, yeah. Yes, please. Can you imagine if I had put coconut oil in a deep fryer? How much money that would cost to fill the fryer with coconut oil? Like, I can't even imagine. A lot. So just be careful with the grease. Like I said, it's gonna pop. And I have a small pan, so I have to be really careful about the grease going everywhere. And this is just the fish cooking on the inside and letting some of the water out. So and just as soon as it kind of stops bubbling so much, we're gonna pull this out of here, and I'll probably finish the rest off camera because I just don't want to be repetitive, and I need to turn the vent fan on because you see getting a little bit of smoke action here. So I'm going to let this cool off a little, and then I'm going to check the inside for doneness, and in the meantime I'm going to continue to fry up the rest of this fish. So see you back when we're done. Okay guys, yes, I have a mess going over here, but I just want to let you in on what I'm doing with these jicama sticks. I'm slicing them down the middle. We're still frying fish over here. I turned the vent off so I could pop in for a minute. Oil was getting a little bit too under temperature, so I'm letting it come up. But then I just slice this down the middle. Long ways, carefully, and I'm making these shoestrings. We're gonna do these in the air fryer, and we'll have our fish and chips. There is, like, I need to look up the serving size for jicama. It is not a carbless vegetable. It is a carb-friendly vegetable, but there are serving limits. Like, you can't just sit down and eat a whole basket of jicama fries, although they're really good, especially when you cut them up small like this. It takes a lot of the sweetness out of it. Put it with some sugar-free ketchup. Heaven. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna knock this out, and we're gonna get some. I'm gonna throw these in the air fryer on high, and then I'm gonna put them for 5 minutes, toss them around. I am gonna spray them, and I know it's not exactly the most keto friendly thing. I know there's some stuff in here that's not happy, but I'm gonna spray them with this because it helps it get a little bit crispy on the outside. So I just give them a couple squirts, and that helps them. Or you could just toss them in a bowl in some olive oil, just a little bit of olive oil in there to help them crisp up. But I got a piece of fish to turn, so I'll be back. It is noisy, I'm aware. Let's open this. Okay, so the beer batter recipe is for enough batter for 2 zucchinis and the fish. And for 6 pieces of fish, I did have 8, so I like, let's just go for it. But you can have this recipe if you're not gonna do zucchini chips. You just on the mandolin, and you dip it and you fry them. I think they'd be fabulous. I just don't have any here today. Our jicama is cooking, which I'm gonna close the lid back. I'm cooking this fish. Sid's tasted it. Sid approved, and he liked it. So some sugar-free ketchup, or if you like vinegar or lemon juice, whatever you want. And then we're gonna salt these fries after they come out of the air fryer to make them a little salty with a little sugar-free ketchup, and delicious. All right, guys, I'll see you back. Gotta turn back on the noise before I turn off the smoke detectors. See you back. Hey, y'all. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Let's point it down a little bit. Check that out. Well, this is some sugar-free ketchup, some fish, some jicama fries, and dinner is ready. Actually gonna pack this up for Sid to take for lunch tomorrow. Check it out.
Speckled trout.
Yeah, speckled trout. That's what the fish is, and it's tempura or beer battered, what you want to call it, and some sugar-free ketchup and some jicama fries from the air fryer in the Ninja Foodi, and we are done. And I've been doing dishes while all of this was cooking. So you'll see some pictures on my Instagram. I posted a couple pictures there, and I am going to put the recipe for the beer batter. And like I said, oh, those are so good. I would third it or half it or however much, because that's made enough batter for 2 zucchinis on the mandolin, or cut in like 1/4 inch little discs. And then you could do green beans in it. You could do just about any vegetable you want to be that you want. You could even do fried pickles, onion rings. Ooh, I have an onion. I have coconut oil. Want to try an onion ring? Let's try an onion ring. Let's try an onion ring. Okay guys, you knew I couldn't go down like that, right? I just did a mixer, like with the whisk. I whisked it. I think that these need to be like dipped in flour, or like dredged in some kind of flour first, but we're gonna try it. We're making onion rings. What? Look at that. Those are gonna be beautiful. I'm just gonna do a few. It's late, but we had the batter, so we had to do something with it, right? We can't just waste all this. It's a lot of whey protein in here. That ain't cheap. Let's put another one in. Remember, away from you. No, it came towards me. Oh. So, I'm extremely excited about this. I had a couple of the jicama fries. Good, good. Oh my gosh, guys. We are going to be in heaven. I'm not supposed to eat after 6. But I've been trying all this food. When I weigh in the morning, I'm going to be mad at myself. But right now, I'm in heaven. I'm going to have carb eater's remorse. Except for it's not non-keto food. It's just too much of carby keto food. I wish I had a thermometer. I need to keep this grease at right between 320 and 340. So, but guys, we're making onion rings. I'm just trying to sound like a mukbang right now, right? Tony, leave it alone. All right, guys, I'm gonna let these brown. Flip them over. We'll see them when they're done. All right, guys, you know I had to do it. Yes, I did. Onion rings, and see that one right there? It's delicious. I would add some sriracha or hot sauce, or maybe even like some garlic, something to flavor the batter a little bit, but it is good. It's just the onion kind of gets lost. But I'm not mad at it. But I would just put maybe some more salt and some extra spices in there. Chili powder or something. Jazz it up a little bit, because the fish flavored the batter. The onion rings, not as much. So let's just zhuzh up our batter next time. But anyways, I'm gonna say goodnight because it is like 5 minutes to 10. I have to clean up the carnage and get my kitchen back in order. It is a work day tomorrow, but it is Friday Eve. So I just want to say thank you for all the new people who have subscribed, all of you who've been here. I appreciate you. Please give me the and the thing and the bell and the other subscribe thing, do all the things. I found out today in my analytics that 49% of people who consistently watch my videos are not subscribers. Can you please consider subscribing and hitting the bell and doing all the things you do for me? Please. So as I say, and I truly mean with all my heart, thank you so much.